Union Rags is just starting to get underway now, but Union Rags will have to find a way through as they come to the top of the stretch. And it's Right the Vote, the leader in the Champagne, as they turn for home. On the outside, takes the gold. Union Rags looks for a way through down inside. Now he looks for the way through outside into the final furlong. Alpha kicking in. And now there's running room for Union Rags. And Union Rags is full of run. Right to Vote and Alpha. Union Rags to Breeders' Cup riches. A 5-length winner of the Champagne Stakes.
With Hall of Famer John Velazquez. First of all, who did you look up to? I mean, being in the Hall of Fame, was there a certain jockey that you looked up?
It's obviously, I came here with Daniel Cordero when I came to New York, and he was the one who brought me here. So he was a jockey that I looked up for many years, and I still do, and he was the guy coming from Puerto Rico, and he was the guy that I looked up from the very beginning.
And now, tell us a little bit about Union Rags and this race. Tell me about the horse, his disposition, temperament.
He's a great horse. I mean, I got on him just last week and last Sunday, and he showed everything. A lot of class, very strong horse, very calm. I mean, they told me he probably was going to be a little nervous horse. He was not. He was very calm, very strong, and very focused on what he needed to do. So I hope that he can come to the race and do the same thing.
Now, nobody's been able to beat I Have Another. Do you have I know you don't want to reveal too much of your strategy, but do you have a little strategy going here?
Well, my strategy is trying to follow that horse, and hopefully I can get him down the lane. Though, the whole thing is watch out for him, and hopefully my horse allowed me to do the things that I wanted to do with him, and hopefully he handled it the mile and a half, though. So if we can do that, I think we'll be in good shape.
And just to end this, Belmont Stakes, a mile and a half. Could you tell our audience out there that might not be aware about the track and what makes this so difficult?
It's so difficult. It's a mile and a half, and they don't run these races very often. And these horses are so young, they never run the distance before, so they don't train for it, though. So that's why it makes it so difficult. And when they go on and race the mile and a half, this is for the first time. So whoever handles it is going to be the winner, though. And they got to be a lot of patience. You got as a jockeys, you got to be patient and not push the button too soon on the horses, so you have something left to run down the lane.
Now, I have heard that I'll Have Another was sort of trained for distance. What about Union Rags?
Well, I'm pretty sure everybody, all the trainers are doing the same thing. Though. They're trying to train to handle the mile and a half, but nobody knows until they run it. Though. They're going to train for it. They're going to prepare for it. Right now, that none of them are bred to go a mile and a half, though. So, and that's the way it goes. They train for it now. They kind of prepare and go into the mile and a half, but we don't know until they run.
And do you have a prediction?
The predictions that I'm going to win it.
Okay, we like that prediction.
Yes.
Somebody,
there
may not be a Triple Crown winner.
That's right. I'm going for all of it. Win it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to Union Rags. When is the first time that you've ridden him? And give us some of your impressions of having gotten on him, what you're thinking about him.
I just got on him last Sunday, and it was very impressive the way he did everything. I couldn't ask for a better work. Just like Dale said, his horse worked really well, and didn't ask him to do anything. I didn't do anything to him. I just basically hold him behind all the horse and let him do his stand and pull him out in the 8-pole, let him stretch his legs, and he worked really easy. Very, very easy. Very, very impressive.
Have you given a lot of thought or talked to Michael Matz, the trainer, about where you see him placed in this race? Because he is a horse that has an enormous amount of natural speed.
No, we haven't. We really haven't sit down and look at it. I mean, I want to wait and see and really sit down and see the past performance from the other horses and everything. But I'm pretty sure he just wanted to have a clean trip with the horse and give it a better chance. Obviously, he's not been very lucky the last 2 races. And by the way, Doug, I have the raining gods to bring rain for the Saturday. Bring in wet. Bring in the wet.
Who invited this jerk?
So,
there will not be any rain Saturday.
He loved the wet. So, and I know my horse loved the wet. So, no, I'm kidding.
Union Rags ran an amazing race in Saratoga in the slop.
Yes, so that's where I'm coming from to that. So.
Unlike I'll Have Another. It's a different race.
But different race, yes. But back to him. I mean, he's worked really well. I think he's been very unlucky the last 2 races, and hopefully we get a better trip at the Belmont. And you know, we are in the same boat like everybody else. We haven't run the mile and a half. Do we handle the mile and a half or not? I think we'll see on Saturday. You know.
Yeah, well, obviously we'll find out. Now, it's sort of interesting. Your first Kentucky Derby success, and you'd won, of course, in Rags to Riches, we saw in the Belmont, was on Animal Kingdom. And up until about a week before the race, you were riding Uncle Mo, and you picked him up late. And obviously that worked out very well for Animal Kingdom as well as you, because you gave him one of your patented great rides, and it worked out really well. So maybe the way things are working out, if Union Rags wins this race, you should just tell your agent you just want to be open now going into the Triple Crown races.
I want to wait till the last minute to pick up him out, right? And that's the way I look at it. You know, I've been very lucky with that, and normally I say to Angel, like, let's try to open, you know, stay open in these kind of races, and hopefully something come up, you know, eventually something come up, though, you know, and if people wants me, that's the way, you know, it shows up.
Well, actually, that may have been somewhat the case with Rags to Riches even, right? Because Garrett Gomez had ridden her, right? And he was committed to Hard Spun, so that's how you ended up riding her.
I was committed to somebody else and the race, and then when she came up open, the trainer that I was riding for, he allowed me to, you know, to go and ride Rags to Riches, so I was very lucky that day, yeah. Well,
you, as a rider, all riders, especially of your caliber, deserve all the luck they can get, because you'll encounter plenty of bad luck in this game as well. But we appreciate your coming up, and once again, congratulations on the Hall of Fame.